Hello, this is Broly SS Guide, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'd like to talk about, in my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. I feel like Sony may not be putting out any more pros in the future. And the reason is that when it comes to the pro, and then when people get their pro, they latch on to it like it's the best thing in the whole wide world. And then on top of that, they feel as though things get no better looking on consoles because they seen the games on the Pro and they think that it's the best of the best. It can get no better. And in reality, it can get better. When I looked at the DLSS for the PC and we saw those AI graphics, I don't care what anybody says. I love realism, and to me that look great. I'm sorry, but like that shows me that graphics can look a whole lot better than what we have right now on these current gen consoles, right? Now people are saying like, well, it can't get no better than this right now because we got the Pro, the Pro, the Pro, and it's making your customers not even want your next gen console, which is the PS6. I'm not gonna say all your customers, but I say some of your customers because I want my PS6, bro. I don't mean no harm. And yeah, I want my PS6. If it's gonna cost some money, then so be it. I want my PS6. Um, the PS5, I like my PS5. I enjoy my PS5, and I really didn't want a PS5 Pro because I knew the PS6 around the corner. And it's gonna be way more powerful than the PS5 Pro. See, the problem is the people that got PS5 Pro, they don't want to see it go away because they can no longer say it's the best place to play. It's on the PS5 Pro. That's all it really is. Spent all their money on that thing, and they don't want to see it fade out into the to the shadow realms. Because when the PS6 drops, the PS5 Pro will no longer have the shine. You know what I'm saying? No longer have that spotlight of saying the best place to play anymore. It'll be going towards the PS6. And all the marketing for PS5 Pro, as far as features and all that crap, it's gonna die away. It's gonna fade away. You feel me? So that's why they're all saying, "Oh, we don't need a PS6." And he wanted to let me tell you right now. Let's just say the prices were lower for the PS6, right? They will still complain about the PS6 coming out because they got a Pro. I'm telling you right now, it's because they got a Pro. Now, in my opinion, I think Sony will stop making pros because like if they do that, people will start to wonder. Well, what they will want a newer gen console. They will want the next gen thing coming out because they waited so long for something to be more powerful than the previous current gen we have now. So, in my opinion, I think Sony's gonna go ahead and stop putting out pros because that way it'll give the customer a longer time period on their current gen console without having to upgrade to anything else to make them pretty much um fiend for the next gen console. Because if you think about it, we didn't see anybody on the Xbox side saying we don't need no Helix. Why are you putting on the Helix for? I just got my Xbox Series X. Ain't nobody saying that on their side. It ain't nobody saying that on the Xbox side. We don't need no Xbox Series Helix. They want their next gen. You know why? Because they didn't get no um mid gen refresh. So you know what I'm saying. So like they all want their mid gen. They all want their next gen console. So on the Sony side, it's like nah. They got their little pro, and then they think it's the best thing in the whole wide world. I haven't seen Dreamcast guy sit there and put with his thumbnails no PS6 ever. That tells you right there that these people are so stuck on the PS5 Pro, they don't want no other console. They want this. It's almost as if they want this to be the last gen console. Period. Some of these people, especially Dreamcast, got like it's like he wants the tag on PS6 to be delayed permanently. Ever like No PS6 ever. It was right in his thumbnail. Go look it up. You'll see his thumbnail. And it's like, really? So in my opinion, I feel like Sony should just go ahead and stop doing pros altogether and just keep the consoles we have going out. Just keep that as is. You can make it slim, but no pros. Just OG and a slim and keep it moving. You don't need to put out a pro no more because all it does is just interfere with your next gen console selling out because people want to just nitpick it, compare it to this, and say we don't need it when a lot of customers, might want the PS6. I want them. I want me a PS6. I'm ready for it. That's why I didn't buy a PS5 Pro. It's like the PS6 is right around the corner. Why don't I buy a PS5 Pro when the PS6 is next year? Hopefully it's next year. And I want my PS6. I want my next gen console. Cause like for me, it's like even though you got a PS5 Pro, it's up to and it's more modern, well, it's more up to date, right? But it's still in the PS5 category. Regardless of how you look at it, it's still a PS5. Just with a word pro at the end of it. To me, that's how I look at it. I'm sorry. So to me, it was like I'm double dipping into the same console, even though it's not the same console, but it's got the same first name, PS5. That's my point. So with the PS6, I'm going to a whole new gen, new name, more power, and I get to get a different experience. I want my PS6, bro. So yeah, YouTubers out here fear mongering about the price is gonna be expensive and all of that, but look, it makes sense for a Helix to be expensive because it's a PC. It can do more. Man, I don't care if it does do more things than that. If my OG PS5 is beating out that thing and more, in majority of the games, that Steam machine is not worth no 1,500. Sorry, it's not. They sit there and showed how the OG PS5 was kicking that thing's butt for certain games. So no, um, I don't see a Steam machine being justified for that price. And then they want to say, well, the Xbox Helix is justified for over 1,500 and up probably. But yeah, the PS6 is not justified for coming out. Period. To me, it's crazy. Keep in mind when the PS5 dropped, it dropped with games. Xbox didn't drop any games with their when their console launched. And people got a nerve sit there and say that Sony shouldn't bring out a console, but Xbox should. Even though Xbox came out with a console with zero games at launch. Come on, bro. Seriously? Now, when the PS6 drops, it's going to have games for it. You know? Venom, God of War trilogy possibility, X-Men, Horizon Forbidden West 3, probably. And other games to come. What else? God of War, not trilogy, but the other God of War, the one in Egypt, uh, and some other games as well. But like, my point is this: I know for a fact that when the PS6 comes out, it's going to come out. It's going to also be cross-gen, and I can care less if it does cross-gen. And that's another thing these YouTubers are doing too. Y'all know it's gonna be cross-gen. Okay, so the PS4 and PS5, I'm used to that. I don't care because I'm not on that PS4. I'm on a PS5. Just because somebody can play the game that I'm playing because they on a weaker hardware than me doesn't affect me from playing my game. You know, um, I'm cool with it. I mean, more people can play. Let them play on PS4. Let them play on PS5. That doesn't bother me not one bit. Because my console can push out the graphics and make it look better anyway, regardless if they're on PS5 or PS6 or not. When the PS6 come out, it's gonna look better than the PS5 version. So that's how I look at it. I don't sit here and be like, oh my god, it's gonna be cross gen, so it's gonna ruin my experience because it's not a exclusive to the PS6 or PS5. I'm not like that, bro. Um, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make some games exclusive for the PS6, So you're gonna have to get a PS6, to play those games. And if they don't, they don't. That makes me do no different. They're gonna do it eventually. Gonna do it in the future. So I'm cool with it. So anyway, um, that's my little thoughts on things that there might not be any more PS5 Pros. PS6 is still on its way to 2027. Hopefully, cross my fingers. And I'm just so sick of YouTubers saying that the PS5 is just fine and this and that. We always talk about is Pro every single day. They don't talk nothing about PS5. They don't do no PS5 comparisons. They don't do nothing on PS5. Period. It's just PS5 Pro, PS5 Pro, PS5. I cannot wait to get my PS6 and shut this Pro shit up. I'm sorry, dog. I can't wait to get my PS6 and shut this Pro talk up, bro. I'm sorry. And another thing too, they're trying to say the PS6 won't sell out. Okay, watch. Watch and see. I bet, man, I bet that the PS5, PS6 will sell out as soon as it touches ground. It's gonna be sold out. Sold out. Regardless of the price, it's gonna sell. I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to talk about Steven. Helix gonna sell well. I guarantee you that PS6 will sell more than that Helix. I guarantee you that it'd be sold out compared to that Helix. It'll be the same price, and that's the PS6 still gonna sell in big numbers. So but look, this is what people do. What YouTubers do is this: they'll find pages on Twitter that don't like the PS6 or don't like the Helix or don't like the next gen consoles, and they'll just pick off those people that's in the chat tweeting the how much they don't like the PS6 or the PS5 to come out or whatever, right? And they'll just bake off that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you read stuff off of a Twitter page doesn't mean the whole world feels that way. Because it's not true. So anyway, we will see more. We will see the PS6 come out next year. And another thing too. As far as the percentage, this is off the subject, right? This is another subject about how Sony uses their stats on how digital copies are sold, and its majority of the copies are sold on digital compared to what you call it, physical. I don't believe in them stats at all. I'm sorry. If you look at how Grand Theft Auto is being sold right now, digital only. Now keep in mind, a lot of companies did the same thing besides Rockstar, or besides Grand Theft Auto 6. A lot of companies did that mess selling just the digital copy. So what they're doing is they're using that as well as saying, well, this sold that much on copies of digital. Look at Ninja Gaiden. That's perfect example. Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Digital only. Um, I think Ninja Gaiden 4 was digital only too as well. Um, in other games, you had to buy the digital version first, and then like the disc version come out months later, like 4 or 5 months later. And that's what happened to me when I bought the Marvel game. What was it, Marvel collection? I wanted the disc version, but it didn't come out till months later. So I went ahead and got the digital copy, and I didn't like rebuying the game all over again. They want you to pretty much double dip. That's what they wanted us to do, double dip, and I didn't want to do that. That's why I didn't buy it the second time because I didn't want to wait for it to come out 5 months later or 4 months later, whatever how long it took for it to come out. And they're using that numbers of, well, this is what been sold on this on for digital first. And I still think again they're lying. What it is, they don't want us to own our these games. They want to just control our gaming through the store, and they can give it and take away. That's all they want to do. Even when you pay for it, they had license be removed. Look at the. I didn't realize till I think this morning I was watching a guy named Dynasty. He does like Mortal Kombat stuff. He was talking about how Sony had removed over 500 copies of uh movies out of the PS Store. Now imagine if those movies were just actual just games that you had purchased. Replace those movies with games that you purchased, right? 500 games out your library gone. And Sony did not warn them or anything, or even give them a refund for those games that's been missing. I'm sorry for the not game, but for the movies that's been missing, that's taken out of their library. Imagine that somebody goes to your library of your movies and took all your movies out that you own out of that category of out of the selections they had chosen to be taken out of for purposes. Ending the licenses of those movies made that happen. That could be your library of games. You never know. That's why it's important to have physical copies, in my opinion. That's money, your hard-earned money that you spent on a game that you have worked all week for, or you know what I'm saying, save the money or whatever you did to get your money, just to be gone with a Thanos snap because this company has the power to do so. And like I said, imagine that's all your those are your video games. It's bad enough to be your movies. That's still money, regardless of the movie or game. That's still money. And then Rockstar has the power to have $100 version of a game that could be easily taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too is this: what if you get hacked and all those games you have is now with another person that hacked your console? They're playing all the games you bought, digitally bought, and they're sitting there playing all your games, and you're locked out your account. They have your account. They got all your access to your game because it's all digital. See what I'm saying? Like that's why it's best to have physical copies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like in my opinion, physical copies is the best way of doing it. So like I said, I've been buying physical, but I had stopped it for a while. Like the last game I bought now was Batman Legacy game. That's physical. I already got Marvel tokens pre-ordered. I got getting that pretty soon. You know, so a fight game. But yeah, like I'm obsessed with 85% talk that Sony says. They have a lot about certain things. You know, just gotta be careful. People put too much like trust in these companies, and like that, like the stats say this, the stats say this, the stats say that. Yeah, the stats can be lied to. Y'all can they can lie to us about these stats too. Y'all know that, right? They can lie to you about anything. Like how they put 8K on the PS5 box, it runs at 8K, but does it run at 8K? We can't even stream games on your PlayStation. You can't even stream 4K when you want to stream games on YouTube and 4K on PlayStation. You got to get a capture card to do that. To stream it in 4K. You can't even do that on PS5. It's got to be 1080p. Now, it's not a lie on the box saying that it's supposed to be 4K, but it's really 8K. I'm saying that it's supposed to be 4K. I'm not 8K, but it's really 4K. That's a lie right there. You know what I'm saying? So like, then they lied about how Concord was supposed to be supported for years to come. Remember they said that? We're not sitting down Concord. We're gonna have that for years to come. It was all happy for Concord and everything, and what happened within the less than a week, it been shut down. So yes, they lied. These companies lie. You really think I'm gonna trust them with stats of what's higher and lower between a physical copy and a digital copy when it's pretty much obvious they want to like control our gaming, by making everything digital, so we don't have no kind of say so whether or not the game stays on our console or leaves through a license agreement or disagreement. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little rant about the situation, and I wanted to cover all topics about what I just said, and that's the end of my video. So look, if you agree with what I said about 85% and also about PS5 Pro might be the last one coming. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. You agree or disagree about that? And that's about it, guys. So this is Bless's guys signing out. One love, God bless, and take it easy. And remember, these companies do lie. Don't put all your trust in these companies. You know what I'm saying? And just just be aware of things and just try to uh do your research, you know, and just don't trust these companies. All right, guys, take it easy. God bless and one love. This is Brother God signing out and peace. And also, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.